Hey guys. All right, well this was your swing from the other day. First swings of the day. So I thought the club was going a little bit too far inside, so we would like to keep it on this line right there. So that gets it a little behind you, and then when it goes up to the top, it's actually the club is pointed too far to the right. And then from there, the problem is how this arm works. So we talked about how we want to feel the right shoulder move forward and the arm move forward and down this way. And when you came down, you can just see the arm stays up. So we don't want this forearm tipping more this way. We actually want it when it's up here. We want the elbow to come forward and the forearm to get more vertical, which it didn't do there. So the right arm gets stuck way behind you here. So if we look at that from the front, at setup, we're trying to get a little bit more balanced. So center yourself. Your upper body always likes to lean back to the right a little bit too much. So a couple things here. One of the things that's going to help you get that right arm to work better is you moving your hips more laterally. So normally you'd want to see about 3, 4, 5 inches of lateral movement. Here you don't see much at all. You move a little bit, but you'd really like to get over to that second red line there. Now you will see at the end of this swing that you end up right up against it. So we want to get there earlier. So from the top, what you're trying to do is move your lower body around and to the side, and at the same time you're trying to take the upper right arm, which is up here, and drive it in. So at this point in the swing you should see your right elbow under your left arm and not have your arm way up there. Alright, so a couple things we did in the lesson. One was to put a shaft in the ground so that if you took the club inside and behind you, you'd hit it. Now, when you did this, you actually took everything away from you. You don't really need to go that far out. We'd like to keep the club on the line, but this is actually better than getting it behind you. So what's going to happen after we talked about what the right arm does here is you move it better. That's a better movement. It's still hanging around too high up here. You just keep trying to feel that elbow come in and down more. So you know that from baseball. It's when you throw sidearm, that arm comes more inward. So that setup looks more centered. Yeah, a little more leg lateral movement, but still not enough. You want to get over here more. But that right arm looks a little better there. That'll get your hands more forward. So this was the first one. And this was the last one. So you're always thinking in terms of getting the club to come down in between these lines. So when you've got it up here, you're trying to get the shaft to lay back. So it did that a little bit there, and that's good. Just want to keep doing that. Always trying to stay bent over. So we talked about how if you hold your hands up with the palms down and then twist the palms up, that the upper arms move inward and the shoulders round forward. So that would mean that you're always trying to feel like this area here, up here, is rounding forward so your chest feels hollow. So we don't want to use the back of that right arm to pull the arm backwards. All right.